Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Reine Des Fleurs. And let's see, we are finally in this chapter. We're about to get to the second part of the prologue, introducing some information about the knights so Violet would know something about them, maybe a little bit more comfortable in her meetings. Hubert was just chastising Asagi and Uronami for fighting during the meeting. And I have to apologize because I only just realized earlier today that Asagi is actually a girl. I thought Asagi was a young man, you know? But no, Asagi really is a girl. She just really hates to be treated like a woman. She doesn't like to be treated as a female at all. She actually likes to be treated as a male for some reason. So that's why she doesn't like Uronami, because he's always referring to her as a woman and treating her like a woman. Alright, let's go ahead and continue on where we left off. You can just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story. That was improper. All right, let us continue this after the meeting. I reject. I cannot stand talking to you. She does talk like a young man, though, so I'm going to keep her voice, I think. Asagi struggled to get her temper under control and looked away from Uronami.
Well, according to the reports, we seem to have knights with some unique characteristics. It should be that they're exciting to see them. Don't you agree, Princess?
Huh? Yes, it is. I answer awkwardly. Thinking about meeting these men face to face was beginning to make me feel nervous. The knights that had only been in my imagination until now were suddenly here in the flesh. I hope the introductions go smoothly.
It will be all right. You are my princess. You have my word. All right, everyone. Meeting adjourned. The ceremony between the princess and the knights will be held in 3 days' time, in the evening as planned. Each one of you, be prepared by then.
Everyone agreed, and the meeting came to a close. 3 days from today, we will have the ceremony. The arrival of the knights means that my duties as Reine will have officially begun. I can't stop the mounting feeling of anxiety at the thought of the weighty duties and obligations that I will have. It is a rather mixed feeling. However, I must do it. This is my duty. It is the reason for my existence. There is no other alternative. As I was thinking this to myself, Princess, where are you? I want to hear about the dinner party. I had completely forgotten the promise I made to the twins. I'm coming. Please wait a moment. This is no time for thinking. That day is fast approaching, and there isn't much time now. The world, once loved by God, is falling from the favor of all the gods now. All except for one goddess.
Currently, the goddess is resting her soul, and the world is depending on you, young princess. Is it too burdensome for you, my princess? Still, she must do it. On the day she was born to be Reine, the gears had been set into motion. It is time to start the show. The stage is set for her to take her place.
And that sounds like he's playing some games with her here. Prologue Part 2. The Knight's Ceremony. The night was unexpectedly silent. Even the cheerful Hanabito are holding their breath in anticipation of seeing the drastic changes that were about to come over the world. The holy shrine, which had been closed all this time without a rain, had been well maintained, and stood there in its luxurious and splendid beauty in the silent night. It is the ideal place for introductions between people who are about to change the world together. Surprisingly, I feel quite calm, perhaps because my mind has already gone far beyond nervousness. Or perhaps I'm still in a dream. Whatever the case, there is no doubt that I am standing here as Reine. I quietly look down at all the visitors who have come here from the land.
Well, thank you all for coming here on this auspicious occasion. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to have the honor of welcoming our new, royal, and splendid leaders who will rejuvenate this world. Firstly, she is the divine spirit of the goddess, also known as our Reine, and now standing ordained before you. Her name is Violet. And I'm Prime Minister of Partitam. Please call me Hubert. Please, introduce yourselves to us. Ageha.
Sir, I present to you Leon, the knight from the northern country of Pivone. Look at that blush, it's so cute. What are you doing? Go, greet her, greet her. Sorry, I mean... Well, I'm Leon, and... Please, place me under your care. He seems terribly nervous. I worriedly look at him. He immediately averted his eyes. Ageha sighed in exasperation.
Please, do not be so nervous. Try to relax. Alright, and next is Uranami.
Yes. He is the knight from the southern country Campagnol, Louis. It is a pleasure to see such a beautiful princess. I could not be happier than this. My name is Louis. It would be an honor if you would keep me somewhere in your mind. He seems to be in his element here. I was impressed by his confidence, so different from the Knight of the North. As you can see, it is impossible to take your eyes off him for a moment, Princess. A good beginning makes for a good end. I certainly hope I do not disappoint. Please, feel free to confirm for yourself if the things Uranami said about me are true or not. He is always like this. It would seem that Uranami and Louis get along well, given the carefree rhythm of their conversation.
Uranami, it is bad form for you to turn everything into a joke. Please do so in your private time.
Yes, so I will, Mr. Hubert.
Good. Now, Sumabeni. Alright. I bought the knight Gislan from the east, the country of Chrysanthemum.
A chill ran down my spine as he gazed at me with his sharp, or more like dangerous, eyes. They're all really scowling. Well, actually, Uranami doesn't look as mad as the other two. The other two look really angry. Uranami just looks like, eh. The other guardians were suddenly on guard at the obvious virulent hostility in his gaze directed at me. Only Sumabeni was not alarmed as he spoke.
Hey, Gislan.
You already told her my name, so there is nothing more to say.
Alright, so you would give Chrysanthemum a reputation as a country of rude outlaws in the princess's eyes.
I am Gislan, one of the knights. It is I who will judge whether you are worthy to be in control of this world or not. Don't dare to assume that I will obey you merely because of your position. His harsh words stuck in my mind. The place fell to silence as Sumabeni was visibly troubled. Should I say something, or...
Well, a man of strong determination. Hopefully he will push the princess in a good way.
Yeah, we're not so sure about that. She just looks like, I don't know about this. He stepped forward to block me from Gislan's gaze. He kept his composure, but I could sense the rising anger within him radiating. This knight from the east will not retract his statement. I could tell from his stony look.
Sorry, that is enough. Please proceed. Okay, Asagi, please.
All right. This is the knight from the western country, Ville. His name is Orpheus. And nice to meet you. My name is Orpheus. It's a pleasure. Well... Orpheus. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit nervous. Oops. Excuse me. I think I'm overwhelmed by the atmosphere. I'm not really used to this sort of place. His smile gradually melts down the tense atmosphere. He said he was nervous, but to me he looked very calm. Did he do that intentionally? I'm not sure if I can be any help, but I will do my best to serve under you. Please, take care of me. Did I do well, Asagi? Don't ask me such things, idiot. Asagi was serious, but the Western Knight smiled mischievously. In any case, his cheerful attitude saved the mood, regardless of his intention.
And lastly, Princess, would you be so gracious as to give us some closing words?
Okay, and that's where this video ends, which fortunately is a pretty convenient spot to end in because we actually met all of the knights. And we just concluded the ceremony, so perfect. Yay, we finally got to meet all the guys. Even though Asagi is a woman, I still really like her a lot, and I kind of almost wish she was a dating option too. I liked thinking of her as a young man, though. I liked the idea of that character. But I still like her as a woman, too. Yeah, sorry again for that misconception of mine up till now. But anyway, I am playing Leon's path first. So shortly I'll be getting the choice to pick him, and we'll be going down his path. I need to try to see if I can find a guide to follow for this, because like I said, there's 40 bad endings for this game, and I don't really want to go through all of those, so I want to try to just do the good endings for each guy, or maybe, 2 or 3 endings. I'm not going to go through all 40 bad endings, just a little too much. And most of them are rather mundane, so, yeah, we're just not going to bother. I think that's the biggest reason why a lot of people didn't like this game in the first place. Well, anyway, I hope to see you in my future videos, and I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye-bye, everybody.